Hi guys, welcome to my first video for Evolve. In this video I'll be using the Goliath monster. I had to do this in just the normal solo in the end, instead of doing it online, because I've been playing for the last about 6 hours, and I'd been in a party with one other person, and when you're in a party you can't be the monster, so I hadn't had a chance. I got a chance to play all the other classes at least once. The medic and support class I got to play quite a few times each, because you kind of have a priority kind of selection thing for what role you wanna what role you wanna be, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth choice. But the monster gets disabled when you're in a party group. So I didn't get a chance to do it, and once the other person had left my group and gone off for the night, I did try to queue up as the monster, but I had it as my first choice, and I kept getting my second and third choices for the next 3 matches. So I kind of gave up in the end for tonight, because I'm guessing everybody's gonna want to try out the monster the first few days. Once it settles down, I guess it'll probably be a bit more sort of kind of 50-50 with the monster and the hunters. So I'll give it a few days, and then I'll give it another go. So this was my second go as the monster in solo. I started the first one and was a bit unsure what I was doing, and working them out, even though you get a tutorial at the very beginning of the game. I got so used to using the humans all night that I kind of got a bit confused with what I was doing, and I got killed within about a minute or so. Kind of as soon as I started walking around, they kind of domed me and killed me. I kind of forgot all about the birds and everything like that. I kind of forgot about the what buttons did what, like the R3 button for the monster sort of sends out like a pulse type thing, but it's like the smell, like I just did just there. When you press R3, it kind of goes out from the monster outwards. It's got quite a long range on it, and it kind of shows up any of the wildlife that are around. So it's good for finding the bunches of birds, so that you don't spook them and grab the attention of the hunters. I kind of totally forgot all about doing that at the very beginning, so this was my second attempt in the end. And as you can see there, I got domed pretty early on. I'm only a few minutes into the match, so I was a bit worried that it was going to happen again. And I mean, it's all practice. I mean, the first match or so of the hunters and that are kind of, it gets a bit hard, because of the controls and that is different from most games. You've got like 4 different things that you can do, and especially when you're like the medic and that, and you've got to heal, and you've got to try and trank the monster to try and slow him down, and then you want to target him as well, and then you've got to heal, and then you've got things going on around you as well. So it all gets quite confusing, especially the first few goes. But I would say the monster is probably the easiest thing to pick up out of the monster and the hunters. Just purely down to the fact that you haven't got to worry about 3 other people around you and worrying about what they're doing and where they are, and you know, kind of needing to either pick them up or kind of be healing them. And then you've got, like, for the support, you've got where you can go stealth, kind of invisible. So you've got to worry about, you know, people being around you, so you can do that. And just being the monster seems to be a bit easier in that sense, even though you're up against 4 other people. So there is a disadvantage there, but you only have to worry about yourself. So worrying about yourself is a lot better than having to worry about the rest of the team. And then basically what I kind of did from here on is, after that really bad start there, I just tried to keep my myself away as much as possible, realizing probably from about that point onwards, after that first couple of minutes, is that I've got to kind of use the R3 button as much as possible. For the hunters, the R3 button does the opposite. It targets the monster. So if you do that on wildlife or the monster, press R3 while your crosshair's kind of on it, it will highlight that thing. If you're just doing it onto, say, a tree or the rocks and that, it just stays yellow. But once it hits wildlife or it's very close to it, it starts going orange and then red when it's on it. So that's you know, I mean, I've been in a few matches tonight and people hadn't had mics and that, so you I haven't really found like that it was necessary. I thought it would be, because of the type of game it is, with the team, like having to work as a team, and probably, you know, communication would be key, to be honest. But having that thing with the R3 where you can point to where you want people to go if you want to. I mean, we ended up doing that in a couple of matches, just kept pressing that, and that kind of like everyone just followed and went that way. And then it has its obvious use, which is to target the monster as well. Because once it goes red, you know that that's like hit the monster or wildlife, but you should only really be using it to tag the monster. You shouldn't really be tagging just normal wildlife. I'd say just tag the monster, and then, you know, if you want people to go in certain directions and that, then do it, yeah. But don't just tag normal wildlife, because it's kind of, you know, it's not really necessary, really. So I think I'm doing pretty well, to be honest, at this point. Kind of keeping away from them as much as possible, and if I do spot them, I just kind of getting away pretty quick now. So I think the key with the monster is obviously at the very start, get as far away as possible, and try and eat as much wildlife and get to that second evolve as quick as possible within that first couple of minutes. So I think once you get to that second one, you kind of alright from then on, as long as you don't go getting yourself stuck somewhere. And obviously once you get to the third one, it should be game over by that point, really, unless you're against the best 4 hunters that you've ever seen. Then really it should be game over, because you should be able to sort of have enough to be able to take one out at a time and probably take the medic out first, and then the support, and then once you've got them two gone, it should be pretty much done by that point. So as you can see, when you're eating there, the circle comes up like a black circle, and the blue, it fills up blue. Once it goes all the way around, that's when you can evolve. And then at the top you've also got your health bar with the blue bar above it, which is for your armor. So as you can see, my armor's doing pretty well, and they almost got me at that point. Luckily there was 2 ways out of that area, and one of them did see me there. But if you just use the X button for leap, that gets you out of there pretty quick, and especially if they do hit you with the tranquilizer darts, then hitting X is the only way you're going to be able to get out of there, really, because you sort of walk around really slow, you can't move. X will just leap you forward. So if you use that, see, so I'm kind of just going over the other side of the map, and even though against real players this probably would be like, you know, they'd know that I'd probably go over the other side of the map, so that would be the first place you'd kind of go, unless you know. And plus I'm against what's her name, Maggie, the trapper. She has this little don't know what it is, like a little mini monster type thing called Daisy, and it kind of sniffs the monsters out. So you kind of, even if you don't alert the birds and things like that, and keep away from the humans, and always staying away from them, like say they're over one side and you're over the other side, and you're constantly moving away from them as they're coming towards you. They have Daisy who can pick up the scent from I don't know what the range is like, but it always seems to be when I'm on the humans team that Daisy's constantly running in directions, and you follow, and it always seems to be in the right direction. So even if they're like 200 meters or something away, Daisy's always kind of following them. So you have to kind of take that into consideration as well. Just because you're not alerting the wildlife, it doesn't mean that that they can't find you with Daisy as well. Pretty easy, just by smelling you out. Not even by just searching, just by having the little monster thing sniff you out. As you can see there, like my arm has gone completely, but I'm fully evolved now, so I should be pretty much alright, but nothing's ever over in this, as you'll find out in a minute. Just when you think you're about to win, you lose, or just when you're had to lose, you win. It's one of those kind of games where I found myself having to try and tell myself I've got to stop and breathe for a minute, because sometimes I'm right on the edge of my seat and I'm holding my breath and everything, and it's just really intense. Just when you're about to catch the monster, or just when they're like shooting you and you need to get away, you're kind of like on the edge of your seat, like gotta get away. But if you kind of can take down, separate them like I'm doing here, like they're not all together in a tight group, which is good for me, I think, good for the monster as well. If you can get one on their own, take that one out, and then when they're down, they have that skull there. If you just keep smashing them, then no one can get them up, and then eventually they die and they have to wait to drop back in, which takes nearly 2 minutes, I think, once they're dead. And there's a little thing up in the top left that comes up, and it's normally about 2 minutes roughly before they can drop back in. So that gives you a whole 2 minutes, and especially if you take the medic out, the other three are kind of screwed in a way, because they haven't got no way of healing or anything, and even though the support has the shield, it's kind of, you know, without the medic, it's kind of pretty much over. So if you can get one alone, take that one out, and then get another one on their own and take them out, and just keep doing that. I mean, for the humans, tactics got to be surely to kind of stay together in a quite close area, so that they can get each other up and get the monster's attention when one goes down, so that it doesn't completely finish them off. And I'm almost done with the power relay there. Just keep pressing the R2 button. It keeps coming up on there to press it. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, and the health's going down real fast, but they're starting to come back. And just at the end, just as they were coming back and attacking me, I just about finished it off. So that's my first proper full go with the monster, and it was the Goliath character. I've got to unlock the other two characters that you can be in the game, but I love it. It's really intense, and it's cool just being chased and having that feeling of not knowing if someone's about to come and catch you and that, and if you're going to get away or not. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye.